into the Henning Lee propane tank gas gauge. Now, this is a great tool for anybody who spends any time cooking outside, because if you've ever had to guess how much propane is in your tank, you never have to guess again, because this is going to tell you exactly how much you have, but it's also got a built-in leak detector, so it's going to let you know when that fastener isn't working so well anymore. Now, it works well with a Type 1 connection, but already more than 43,000 have been sold. And we had 4 color choices. We are now down to 1. This is the gray, and you've got a beautiful indicator light on the front. So if the sun goes down and you need to be able to read how much is on the inside, you still can. So here's a close-up look of the gray on QVC.com. It's case 63192. We have a clearance price of $24.48, and we have 4 easy payments of $6.12 for you. This is a no reorder situation, so think about it. If you are excited about grilling season coming up, or depending on what area of the country you live right now, you could still be grilling outside, let this be the tool that helps you always know how much propane you have in your tank. And Chef Jeremy Parker is coming back in to chat with us all about it. And Chef Jeremy Parker, you have shown us the ins and outs of this Henning Lee tool. But quite frankly, at this price, I say even if you already have one, stock up on another, because this is going to make a great gift as it gets warmer outside.
Yeah, that's right. Or even if, you have heaters, outside space heaters, things like that. You're going to want to use these throughout the winter, which is what we do. I have the one with the 2 little burners, and it goes, makes that noise, and it keeps you warm. So how much gas is there, though? I mean, some barbecues have the little meter, but after they get rusty, they never add up. You pick this up, you shake it, you guess. Here's how simple this is. Okay, so all you're going to do, this comes closed up. You're just going to open this side up. You're going to unhook your hose from here. This is going to go in between the two. So you just put this in here, and you twist it. You hand tighten it. You don't need tools. Once you feel that in there, it'll stop. The great thing is, if it's dark out, you can press that button, and that will light up. So you can see what it is. And then I would attach this side here, but since we're inside, you can just open this up, and you can see I have about a half a tank right there. Isn't that great? Yeah, so now you know exactly how much. Maybe you have tanks laying around that you want to check. You can just check how much gas is in it and see if you can use them. That way you're not wasting. And one thing I've heard Mark Charles, I'm filling in for Mark Charles on this, is you would never drive a car without a gas tank. I mean, would you take your car? So why would you grill without a gas tank, a gas meter? What do I say? A gas meter. Yeah.
Yeah, with the gas gauge.
Gas gauge.
That's the one. Wait a minute. I have to share this with you because Vicky in our live stream on my Facebook page just said, I have a propane generator that I use this gauge on. Because it must be a Type 1 connection, and working when the home is working on a whole Generac, home generator, now always knows how much propane is in there. That's really smart too, because for those of us that are about to face down the rest of this winter in the super, super cold, you want to know exactly how much propane you have. So yeah, for barbecue season, but great reminder from our friends in the live stream that it's great for cold weather too.
Sure. And, the other thing is that these are brass fixtures, too. So this is going to last through winter. You can see inside all those elements are made of brass. There's no stainless steel on there. So they are made to last, whether it's the heat of the Mojave Desert or the cold of the Antarctic, whether you're at elevation or you're at negative elevation. This is going to work in any climate. As long as it's just that Type 1 connection, you put it on, you turn on the tank, it tells you how much you have. And then, of course, if you have a leak, it will let you know, too. That's great if you have a leak in your line. So close this up to take it off if you want to use this for something else. And just hand tightened. That's how easy it is to take it off and put it on.
See, and I love that, because if it were difficult, those of us that aren't crazy about grilling outside as it is, it would deter us from wanting to use it. And, I look at the fact that it has that built-in leak detector, but it also has the light. So, I mean, even if the sun goes down, you can always tell where you are at. And I mean, we've always had that moment where, the party's about to start. Oh my gosh, do we have enough propane? And hopefully the answer is yes. But if it's not, then you can get a move on and not have to worry about, wait, now all the food is ready to go, but we don't have enough to get started. So We're taking a look at the video, Jeremy, and this really is that easy.
Yeah, it really is. And again, you never know how much gas really is inside of those. You can't just partially fill it up. You can't say, let me get 1 gallon of propane. You pay for a full tank, right? And that's really what it is. So this way, you know how much it is. You see, you just attach it to the tank, and you can go ahead and spin it so it rotates up to you. Then you put your line on, whether it's your barbecue grill, whether it's your space heater, and then you just turn on the gas, and there you have it. You know exactly how much you have. It meters it. You see it has a low gas, and it has a red for refill. And of course, a lot of times the gas goes out right as the sun goes down, so you got a light. That way you can see what it is. When you're done with it, just turn off the tank and just take it off, twist it to come off, and put a new tank on. And that's it. Very simple. It
really is that easy. And, you know, I think about how many people I could gift this to. My dad would love to have one of these. My sister would love to have one of these. I don't know if we've shared this in a little while, Jeremy, but my father, when he retired active duty from the Army, wanted something to do with all of his buddies on the weekends. So they all became certified barbecue judges. And so when it comes to, I know, how about that? And how genius is that, by the way? Because we love barbecue. We love hanging out together. Yeah. Let's go just be barbecue judges. I mean, genius. So they go to these barbecue competitions and they get to try all the different kinds of barbecue. And my dad has told me, he said, of course, whenever you try something new, you learn a lot. And he said, one of the things that I learned is, number one, it matters the kind of grill that you use. But in a competition, it's the little things that trip people up at a competition, like not having enough propane. And when you have that gauge, you always know where you're at. It's that little stuff that game day can really mess you up. But if you always know where you are, then you never have to worry about that moment.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. There's nothing worse than having a half of a cooked hamburger and you run out of gas.
Yeah, yeah. Certified barbecue judges. I think we should think about this.
How do you get that certification? Is there a course?
I'll look at. Yeah, there is.
I'm in.
But I think this is something me and you could get into. But at 4 easy payments of $6.12. Jeremy, we're wrapping up on this one for now. I'll see you again in just a little bit.
Yep. See you in a couple minutes.
Thank you, my friend. Hey, Jeremy.